Good day.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
We are waiting for starting the session. Please, we are waiting for the chairperson. After joining the chairperson, we will start.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Professor Nagrale.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir Nagrale, sir. Good afternoon, sir. This is Srinagesh, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I stopped my video. Only.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are waiting for our chairperson. So, I'm Dr. Supin Padola. Welcome you all in the today's session of IGU International. We are in third session.
Please continue.
Sorry for the interruption. We are troubling connecting. Sorry for the starting the session late. We are live now. Professor N.C. Jana sir is here now. So, sir, are you hearing me? Professor Jana sir, can you hear me? Sir, unmute your mic. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Yeah. Now I am audible.
Yes, you are visible. So,
Yeah. Visible and audible both.
yes, you are both visible and audible. So,
Yeah.
sir is here. Sir are the chairperson of this session. This session is on risk and disaster management. And we have our co-chair, Dr. Virendra Nagalaya with us and Dr. Amrita Bajaj ma'am. Welcome to you all and welcome all participants. Our moderator is Dr. Suman Badola. She is also with us.
Yeah. She talked to me couple of minutes back.
Okay. So I hand over this session to Professor N.C. Jana sir. Sir, please handle.
Yeah, I mean, in this session we have 15 papers in total.
Yes, sir.
So all the participants are present. So accordingly, you can divide the time. I mean, allot the time to present their paper.
Participants are joining. Some of them are here now. So if you can start from first to last.
Yeah.
Please.
So I mean, in the presentation, in between, participant will join.
Yes, sir.
So Professor Nagrale is here.
Professor Virendra Nagalaya, are you here, sir?
Yeah, Professor, I am just in Professor Virendra Nagrale. Nagrale ji.
Yes.
He is here, and Dr. Amrita Bajaj. She has not joined yet.
She has some trouble, sir. So she can join any minute.
Okay, so can I start?
Yes.
For the management of time.
Yes, you can start, sir.
Yeah. So Dr. Shams Parvez, he is present here.
Hello.
Dr. Shams Parvez, are you here? I think he's not there, sir.
Then Dr. Seema Srivastava.
Yes, she is here.
She is here. So Seema ji, you have to present your paper within 5 minutes because we have 15 papers in total. So you have to present your paper within 5 minutes. You just go through the objectives, methodology and findings. I mean, no need of introduction or everything. And if there is any questions, we can discuss all the question and answer in the last of the session. Welcome, Professor Nagrale. Yeah, Professor Nagrale is here. So, Seema, you can present your paper within 5 minutes. Objective, methodology, findings, nothing else.
Seema Srivastava, are you there? Seema, are you listening?
Seema is not here, maybe.
She's here, but
then we can switch off.
Okay, you can take the next candidate.
Now we are switching over to presenter number 3, V. Sunita. Are you here, V. Sunita?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Then presenter number 4. Yank Amgalan and Bhanswar Vishwendra Raj Singh. I mean 4. This is a joint paper. with 4 participants.
Bhavar,
Bhavar Bismendra Raj Singh.
sir is not there, sir.
Oh.
You can start with
Then we can switch over to presenter number 5, Alexander Strom. Yeah, Alexander Strom is here.
Yes, yes.
So should I start?
Yes, sir.
I mean, only 5 to 6 minutes you have to finish your presentation.
Yeah,
Only
I
objectives.
understand. I'm
Only
ready.
only objectives, methodology, and findings.
Okay, let me start.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure, you start your presentation.
Yeah, I will talk about a Central Asia rock slide database. To assess hazards produced by large-scale rock slope failures that will occur in mountainous regions inevitably, we need to better understanding of their formation and motion mechanisms. And it requires in particular compilation of the uniform regional and further of the global rock slide, rock avalanche databases. And such database of more than 1,000 case studies has been compiled for the Jungaria, Tian Shan, and Pamir mountain system in Central Asia, located in 6 states: Afghanistan, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. Region is characterized by quite complex geological and neotectonic structure. You can see the geological map. It is affected by frequent earthquakes, both in the crust, red circles, and in the mantle of so-called Afghan Hindu Kush seismic zone. Arid climate typical of the region results in preservation of rock slide related landforms, lack of vegetation, and thus of good exposure of outcrops. Here you can see one of the most disastrous events, 7.5 kilometer long Hait rock avalanche in Tajikistan, about 100 million cubic meters in volume, that killed several thousands of people, being triggered by the magnitude 7.4 earthquake. And it is the headscarp of the famous Usoy rock slide in Pamir, more than 2 cubic kilometers in volume. It is more than 1 kilometer deep. Please compare Eiffel Tower in the same scale with this feature. Here is the fragment of the inventory of for the central Tian Shan. You can see the distribution of a large-scale rock slides and rock avalanches. It is the space image of the Beshkol rock slide in central Tian Shan, more than 10 cubic kilometer in volume, the largest one of the entire region. All features identified were classified according to the confinement conditions. We can identify unconfined rock avalanches, frontally confined rock avalanches, and laterally confined rock avalanches. This one passed here. Besides data on the spatial distribution, the statistically representative relationships between source parameters like volume and height drop and parameters characterizing rock avalanche mobility well derived for each confinement type. You can see the relationship between a runout and volume with quite high correlation coefficients. Same was done for total affected area and volume, and here correlation coefficients were even higher. And the highest correlation coefficients were found to be related between total affected area and the product of volume and height drop. You can see correlation coefficients. And more details could be found in the book published in 2018 by Elsevier. Here is its ISBN. Thank you for your attention. I think I was within 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, sir. Alexander Storm, sir.
Yes, yes.
So you have completed your paper within
Yes,
time, and
yes.
it's a very knowledge and very nice paper presented by you. I would call next present paper, and I think Irshad Ahmed loan next paper. क्या वो present है इरशाद अहमद?
Irshad Ahmed, are you present here?
I think, madam, he is not in the list.
Irshad Ahmed loan is in the list.
Amrita ji has joined.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She has joined.
It's a 6th number,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
It's a 6th number, Irshad Ahmed.
Irshad Ahmed, yeah.
And
So,
7th, Vikas Punia and Manish Kumar Goyal, sir.
Yes, ma'am, I am present here.
Oh, Vikas Punia, Manish Kumar Goyal. Who will present? Vikas Punia or Manish?
Vikas Punia, sir, I'm presenting Vikas Punia.
Yeah, I mean, time is very limited. You have to finish your presentation within 5 to 6 minutes. Only
Yes.
Objectives, methodology, findings, and conclusion.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sir. My screen is visible, sir.
Yeah,
Haji.
it is visible.
Yes, yes, yeah.
It is
So,
visible.
myself, Vikas Punia, research scholar from IIT Indore. Today, I am presenting my presentation on the assessment of the distribution, trend, concurrency, and drought evolution over the India, Madhya Pradesh. So, since India is facing 54% of India is facing high to extremely high stress, and India is one of the most vulnerable drought-prone countries in the world. And 2018 was the third consecutive warmest year, and 2019 was the second warmest year in the history. So we need to carry out the study on based on the drought over India. This study has been carried out all over the India, but I am showing only on the Madhya Pradesh itself. So main highlights or objective of the study, since most of the study have been carried out mostly on individual droughts such as meteorological or agricultural droughts. So this study for the very first time in India, 4-time series of monthly meteorological, hydrological, soil moisture and vegetation drought during 1982-2013 were investigated. Further, we have classified agricultural drought into soil moisture and vegetation drought. And in this study, we have studied individual droughts as well as their concurrence, and their evolution from one drought to another is also quantified. And finally, we propose a decentralized blockchain-based technology drought-based risk management framework to provide quick help to the needy and victim peoples of the drought. So this study has been carried out all over the India by dividing India into 24 river basin as per India Varis 2014's classifications, and this is shown in the figure. So my main methodology in this figure is that first of all the data such as precipitation, runoff, soil moisture, and NDVI data has been taken out from various sources and calculate out the drought indices, and such as SPI, SRI, SSIs to calculate out the meteorological, hydrological, and soil moisture and vegetation droughts, and find out their spatiotemporal trends, severity, frequency, their concurrence, and finally their evolutions. So these are the data sources. They are taken from different sources. They have different resolutions. So I have regraded these different resolution data into the final resolution by IDW method. So first of all, my finding is that since we are seeing that major droughts are shown based on their spatial extent and severity, based on that, hydrological and soil moisture droughts are usually more severe than meteorological and vegetation droughts over Madhya Pradesh. Second thing, which is very important for us, that is a temporal extent. So temporal extent, it means number of years that each grid cell experiencing a drought during for all the months from 1982 to 2013 was counted. And from this figure, what we are getting, that vegetation drought is showing a heterogeneous, notable heterogeneous distribution as compared to all three droughts. Second, we are computing the drought trend based on mean duration, mean duration, frequency, and aerial extent. Out of all these bases, we are finding out the drought trend, and what we find out that more prolonged, frequent, and more mean aerial extent vegetation drought was found. However, all three was relieved by shorter duration, less frequency, and smaller aerial extent. So further, what the concurrent drought, it means when two or more than two droughts are occurring simultaneously. So we are calculating concurrent drought also. So out of that, 40 concurrent droughts out of 20 years during 1982-2013 was computed, out of which March to September were founded as a drought-prone months, out of which mostly two drought-based conjunctions are found out, and most importantly, the 90% concurrent droughts includes hydrological drought. It means hydrological drought are more prominent in this area. And final is the drought evolutions, where drought is transforming from one type to another type. So from this, why we need to calculate out drought evolution? Because if there is a time lag between one drought to another drought, if it is shorter, it means faster drought evolution. If it is longer, it means slower drought evolution takes place. So from the evolution that we find, there is no time lag between all these four kind of droughts, and it is taking place within the 1 month. So we need at least weekly drought data in needed to detailed view of evolution. And finally, this is a proposed drought risk management system based on blockchain technology. Since a figure is showing that this is the existing system where central authority is controlling all the transaction. However, the second is a new proposed system which is saying this. It is providing a very safer, faster, and effective response system where each and every person of the victim or needy people in the drought can get fund help and assistance from the helpers, and it provide a corruption-free and good environment during this drought reduction. So finally, this is my conclusion. Hydrological and soil moisture droughts are more severe. 40 concurrent droughts find out our Madhya Pradesh, out of which 80% are two drought-based conjunctions, and out of 90% included hydrological droughts. And all this drought transformation takes place typically within 1 month. And finally, a blockchain-based framework is proposed to enhance the current drought risk management system. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your nice presentation. Really, it was a good presentation, but sorry for limiting you due to time constraint. So
Yes, sir.
if there is any question or clarification from the participants, that will be intervened at the last of this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So now, Smriti Upadhyay and Kavita Arora.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible and visible also.
Yes,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah, sure.
I'm also there. Kavita.
Oh, Kavita, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I am also fine. So, I mean, this is a joint paper, and Sriti will
Yes,
present the
ma'am.
paper.
Yes, sir.
Priti will present.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, should I start, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sir, my screen is visible?
Still not, but it is coming maybe. Yeah, now it is visible.
Oh,
Now it is visible.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So only objectives, methodology, and findings. No need to introduce the paper.
Okay, sir.
Where is the title page? Title page, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am Smriti Upadhyay, research scholar at the Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. My topic is post-earth human trafficking in Indo-Nepal Tarai region and integrated cross-border response. So as we know, physiology of Nepal gives tough lives to its citizens because of several disasters like earthquake, flood, landslide, cloud outburst, and globes are very common in here, and half of Nepal comes under the seismic zone. As a result, frequent earthquakes being recorded in every year. In 2015 there was two major earthquakes occurred. they were very disastrous and very destructive in nature. So my topic is very keenly focused on post-earthquake situation and correlated with its human trafficking. Um Major earthquakes in Nepal and damages in 2011, Sikkim earthquake. There was 47,000 people displaced and nearly 8,000 houses are destroyed. And similarly, in 2015, 25th April earthquake in Gorkha district, there was 9,000 people died and 22,000 injured. Nearly 3.5 million people become homeless. And in 2015, consequently, in 12th May earthquake, 200 people died and 2,500 people injured. So we have been decided to locate this earthquake area and this surrounding areas and correlate with the linkages between human trafficking. So this is the map of Indo-Nepal Tarai region. As you can see, these are the points of epicenter of earthquake, and these are the pinpoints of human trafficking areas. So as we can see, these are the epicenter, and the Indo-Nepal Tarai region are here. Um, So, the objective of my topic is to identify the vulnerability factors of human trafficking within the perspective of earthquake. And second one, the objective is to analyze the integrated cross-border response on human trafficking. Methodology we have been used is purely based on secondary sources like journal articles, various research works, and reports of local and international NGOs. um, I have been personally contacted with the NGOs like Mighty Nepal, Shakti Samuha, Dehat, and Care India NGOs to find out the real situation of human trafficking in the perspective of earthquake. So, what is human trafficking? Human trafficking, according to the United Nations Protocol, trafficking in persons contains three things. That is an act, namely recruiting, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receiving or person by means of use of threat, forms of coercion, abduction, fraud, and deception, and abuse of power to the purpose that solely focus on exploitation and only limited to the sexual exploitation. Not only the sexual exploitation but also forced labor, slavery, and the removal of the organs. The process of trafficking includes four phases, in which first phase is initial phase, in which traffickers it belongs that trafficking the recruiter belongs to the same place of the victims. They are well versed and familiar to the situation of victims, and victims either get sold or forced into fake marriages, or or sometimes they promised for employment in big cities. And in second phase, recruiting and transportation, victims being trafficked to the to transport in next zone from the origin source. Transportation of the victims have been found externally and internally in both situations. And in third phase, harboring and transfer, this includes a strong network connection between traffickers and transporters. Traffickers are well set in terms of cooperation with officials and police. Procedures of legal documentation finalized by fraudulent agencies because victims delivered to the overseas countries, and traffickers often shows themselves as a guardian or spouse to the victims. This phenomena is very visible and reliable to escape from border checkpoints without getting acknowledged. And last one, the destination stage. At this point, victims were kept enslaved without getting access to the legal identity, barred to go outside, or kept coerced and routinely abused. So, factors causing vulnerability, we can distribute we can one we can define vulnerability, post earthquake vulnerability, in four parts. that is environmental, economical, social, and health type of vulnerability. In environmental vulnerability, fragile landscape, dangerous location, unprotected building and infrastructure comes. And in economic vulnerability is because of loss of life, loss of assets, loss of livelihood. Likewise, health vulnerability includes trauma-related deaths and injuries from building collapse, trauma-related deaths and injuries from the secondary effects of the earthquake, prevalence of endemic disease. So the this table shows correlation the cases which took place after the earthquake. As we can see in 2012, after 2011 earthquake, it is only 8 in numbers, but in 2015 there it is showing that 73 cases are registered, and in 2016 76, and consequently it is increased to 147 cases. This has been purely shows that the post earthquake situation with in the context of human trafficking. So, and this table shows the number of trafficking cases in context of the provinces of Nepal. So in province 1, it is it is along with the border of Bihar. There was 21 cases, and in province 2 there was only 8 cases, and province 3 there was 6 cases, and province 4 1, and this province 5 has a maximum number of human trafficking cases, and this province along with the border of UP. So the Tarai region of Indo-Nepal border uh, is very prone to human trafficking because of its porous border and in nature. The Indo-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship in 1950 that shows that India and Nepal shares a porous and 1751-kilometer long boundary. The Indo-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship provides for an open border between the two countries. Consequently, there has been a long tradition of free movement of people across the borders. तो सबसे बड़ा रीजन इंडो नेपाल तराई रीजन में जो क्रॉस बॉर्डर ट्रैफिकिंग है उसके लिए सबसे बड़ा रीजन यही है कि इन दोनों बॉर्डर पे जो चेक पॉइंट्स हैं वो उसमें केवल 22 चेक पॉइंट्स हैं जो कि पुलिस पॉलिसिंग की जाती है, जिनकी पुलिस के द्वारा वो चेक पॉइंट हैं जो से चेक किए जाते हैं. एंड some of the important routes used by human traffickers include the Sonoli border in the Maharajganj district of Uttar Pradesh and the Bargaina, Raxaul and Narkadganj borders in Bihar. These are the famous routes for human trafficker to use for trafficking. And if we talk about integrated cross-border response, so in border security force in India and armed police force in Nepal are working together, means particular separately working in their country, but they are somehow join the reports and allows them to कि कितने नंबर की कितने परसेंटेज हैं ट्रैफिकिंग के और केसेस कितने हैं. तो बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स एक्चुअली working to prevent trans-border crimes, smuggling, and other illegal activities, prevent an unauthorized entry into or exit from the territory of India. Same as the Nepal police force is working to prevent cross-border crimes, smuggling, and so on. The local NGO are working in to combat human trafficking. So in India, there is DEHAT, Developmental Association for Human Advancement in India. It is established in Bahraich. This organization firmly assured the children's survival, protection, and participation with the aim of educate, enable, and empower the unprivileged. And it is also working to the rehabilitation process of human trafficking victims survivors. and same as Mighty Nepal NGO is working on to save human trafficking victims, and for it is working uh, various types of abuse like child and sex trafficking, domestic violence. To combat this, it Mighty Nepal is working. So our findings and suggestions are: equal employment opportunities should be given to the women. If possible, then it should be provided in their native environment. Second one is NGOs should be conducting constant training of women for awareness and self-rescue preparedness. And third, local village level committees to be constituted for regular interaction with young children and other people as a preparation to cope up with any calamity. And proper research should be done to find the major transit routes, to find out the major gaps in the implementation of the laws and policies, and at last to suggest right strategy for rehabilitation of the victims. Thank you.
मैम आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है.
Now it is clear?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
now.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So
there
Jana sir
was-
would agree.
yeah. There
Yeah,
was
that.
there was network.
No, sir, please carry on. Ha.
Then again I have joined.
Yeah, okay. So I was saying, sir, that we first of all, like to congratulate Kavita ma'am and Smriti. They have chosen quite an interesting topic and a very balanced a mixture of, I would say, of social factor as well as the disaster vulnerability which is there in the area. So congratulations, Smriti and Kavita ma'am, and all the best. I hope you will do more work on this particular topic and will come out with certain, good research. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really like the topic and nicely presented.
Yes, ma'am. The work is still in progress.
We really
Yeah, I can understand, Smriti.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, should we call next one?
Hello.
Yeah, please do call the next one. Yeah, Jana sir, we can hear you.
Yeah. Amrita ji presented her paper. No, I mean, you are co-chairing the session.
Yeah, I'm co-chairing the session, so not presenting the paper here.
So after Smriti Upadhyay, can we call Suman Das and Ashish Kumar Saha?
Yeah, cool.
Suman Das? Suman Das, are you present here? Hello?
Suman, are you here? Suman Das?
I think, sir, he's not in the group.
Yeah, I can't see him in the list of participants, sir. I don't think so he's here, so maybe we can announce for the next participant.
So number 10, Sadhana Kothari ji and Shravan Singh.
He's also not here, sir.
Oh,
Shravan Singh.
नेक्स्ट वाले को बोल दीजिए सर फिर वो
Professor Nagrale has joined again.
yes.
Yeah. Then Baluram Mina.
Yes.
Baluram Mina, are you present here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Not
No,
here.
sir.
Not here.
Then Dr. Divyani Bajpayee.
Yes,
She's
sir,
here,
I'm
sir.
there. Good afternoon.
Divyani Bajpayee present here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's here, sir. She's
Start your presentation. I mean, just only objective, methodology, and findings mainly.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot. I'll share my screen. My screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Okay. So very good afternoon.
Devyani, kindly put it on the slideshow so
Yeah,
that we can see the matter clearly.
Click on the slideshow option.
Okay, slideshow from beginning. Okay.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, ma'am. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to the chair, sir, and all distinguished faculty member. I'm Dr. Devyani Bajpayee, and I've done my PhD from Banaras Hindu University in the Department of Geography. And I'm presently working as a subject matter expert with Lead School in Gurgaon. Now, the topic for my paper presentation today is Health Development, a Human Resource Development Approach with reference to the Awadh Plain region. So now, as we all know that human resource development has been described as a process of enlarging human capabilities and choices. Apart from the basic necessities as food, clothing, and shelter, other human choices include long life, good health, adequate education, and participative decision making. Health investments now are very important, and we all know that they play a huge impact on the ability of individuals, whether men or women, to function and reach the potential in society. For both boys and girls, childhood investment in health affect outcomes throughout the course of life. So basically, it is a very important parameter while we take the HRD into consideration of any area. Now, Harbison has also rightly pointed out that education is a very, health is a very important parameter. So in my study area, I have computed an education index and I have also computed a health index. And then I have joined them and computed an overall human resource development for my study area. But in this particular paper, I'm only talking about the health index part of it. Now, the objective of the study is to analyze the change in health patterns in the study area between the census year 2001 and 2011, and to analyze the change in the level of health, meaning how the area has fared as far as the health parameters are concerned. So now there were certain constraints about the data availability which was present. So at the block level, whatever data was available, now life expectancy as birth is something which is considered as the main parameter for measuring the health condition of the concerned area. But at the block level, no such data was available in my study area, which is the Awadh Plain or the Lucknow Plain. It comprises 4 districts. I will be talking about it. I will be showing also the map of the study area. So what I have done is that I have taken the parameters which were readily available. So I have taken the health center density and the availability of doctors. Now, the availability, these 2 parameters, health center density, availability of health centers, clinic and hospitals, definitely if they are present in a nearby location, because of the accessibility, the health of the area definitely shows an improvement. Also, the availability of doctors is a big concern, because if doctors are available, medical personnel are available, then definitely the health conditions of the area will also show an improvement. So these were the 2 things that I have taken, and I have computed an index of the same. I have also taken like primary data. I have collected the primary data, but in this particular paper, I am only concerning myself with the block level indicators at the secondary level. So now this is the location map. This is the Lucknow Plain, which is spreading over an area of 16,097 square kilometer. So you can see the administrative area. It comprises 4 districts of Lucknow, Barabanki, Raebareli, and Unnao. So now the methodology, I had collected 14 villages. So basically I had selected 14 villages based on the high, medium. I had created a range, and thereafter I had selected 14 villages from 14 blocks, keeping the area also, the geographical area was also kept into consideration. Now, as far as my primary data was concerned, total of 685 households were surveyed in the rural areas of the Lucknow Plain. Questionnaires were constructed, field survey was conducted, preparation of master data sheet was done, tables and charts, and then statistical techniques were employed to analyze the data. Now, when I come to the according to the two parameters, the index that I have calculated for the physical health related parameters. Now I have named it as patterns of human resource development based on the index of physical health related parameters. You can see that out of the total 61 blocks, only 4 blocks are coming in the high category. And 33 are in the medium category. Low category also quite a few blocks are there. 24 blocks are there in the low category, meaning as far as the health parameters of this area. Now this is in the year 2001, according to the 2001 census. Now when we move on to the 2011 census, you can see the change that now in the high category, a deterioration has occurred and only one particular block is coming over here. 37 are there in the medium category and low category. Again, the situation has not changed much. As far as the education things were concerned, there was a considerable change and a positive impact in the education. But as far as the health parameters were concerned, not much change was seen in the study area. So this was quite not a very positive finding, but it was something which the authorities have to take note of, and also the policy makers. So generally, so this, when we can see again, I'll show the table again. So you can see in the medium category, 33 blocks were there, and again in the medium category, you have 37 blocks which come. Then when we map this out, you can have a look at this. So this is not showing a very positive picture. In the high category, there were 4 blocks which were present, and then only 1 block which moved in the high category. So not a great picture. So yes, definitely the authorities have to look at the health of the area, and according to then when we look at the change, again, not a very positive picture is discernible. So these were the main things which I found out. Thank you.
Thank you, Dibyani.
Thank you, sir.
For your nice presentation. And if there is any question or clarification for your paper, that will be intervened at the end of this session.
But I would like to say, sir, that she has presented, on a very good and important topic, especially you'll agree that during COVID time, health parameters have become really important. And we feel that all the research till now are really incomplete regarding the health sector of India and across the world as well.
Definitely, Amrita ji. I mean, now we are going through a critical juncture.
Yeah, exactly. So health researches needs to be promoted, sir.
Yeah, this is a new field, I mean, in geography,
Yes,
to be explored. This should be explored.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So now we can switch over to the next presenter, Miss Rebecca Sultana, Jahidul Hassan, and Dr. Sitangshu Kumar Paul. Rebecca is here. I know Rebecca. She is from Rajshahi University, Bangladesh. Rebecca,
Sir,
Rebecca
I can't
is
see
present.
Rebecca in the list. She's not in the participant list, sir.
But I mean, she is here. I mean, this session, the session details which I have received.
Yeah,
risk
yeah.
and
But
disaster management.
right now, I can't see her in the participant list who have joined this session, na, sir.
Oh. Then we can switch over to Thilagraj and Masilamani. Thilagraj and Masilamani is here.
I can't see them either, sir.
No, sir, they are not
They are not
here.
in the participant list.
Then Abujam Manglem Singh. Abujam Manglem Singh? No.
Abujam Manglem Singh is here, sir.
Oh, you're here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's here. He is here.
Yeah. So you start your presentation, only objectives of the study, methodologies and findings.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. My name is Abuzam Manglem Singh from Department of Geography, Manipur University. My topic is climate trends.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
yeah, now
Yes.
it is right. Okay.
Climate trends and agriculture in Imphal Valley, Manipur, India. So in the introduction, my paper is essentially dealing with detection of climate change by using trend analysis. So particularly at the local level. And I would like to highlight that we all know the climate is changing largely because of human activities. And these changes at the global level are largely because of the accumulation of changes at the local level. And therefore, there is a need for quantifying local changes by using local data. So this is essentially my argument. And for that, trend analysis of important climatic variable is important. And trend analysis usually involve calculation of long-term changes in climate variables. And in my case, I have chosen rainfall and temperature parameters of climate to investigate local climate trend, that is climate change. So because rainfall and temperature are important climate variable influencing human activities, and it also affects the overall hydrological cycle, which in turn may affect societies which are overly dependent on economic sectors like agriculture, which again in itself is highly sensitive to climate variation. So for economies and societies which are overly dependent on agriculture, it is essential that we understand the changes and variation in uh, climate variables like temperature and rainfall. So the objective is to quantify the nature and extent of local climate change. This paper investigate uh, the monthly, seasonal, and annual trends in rainfall and temperature data by using meteorological data acquired from Indian Meteorological Station located in Imphal by using Mann-Kendall TS-11 slope calculator. So this is a study area, sir. Study area. This is the Imphal Valley here, and Imphal Valley is the largest valley of Manipur, which is one of the 7 northeastern states of India. So let me briefly describe the study area, sir. What I would like to share here is that Imphal Valley, although it covers only about 10% of the geographical area of Manipur, it here almost 60% of the population resides. So it does exercise a lot of influence in terms of economy and others. So in terms of climate, the valley experiences tropical monsoon type of climate, and the economy is mostly agriculture. And agriculture again is mostly dedicated to growing of food grains without much of irrigation facilities. Therefore, the agriculture can be said to be extremely exposed to climate variations. And the methodology I'm using here is for trend analysis is Mann and Kendall non-parametric test, which is very popular, all but very popular technique for detecting monotonic trends in environmental variables. It has certain advantages, like it can handle missing data. Usually it happens with meteorological data that sometimes there is malfunction of the machines and other things, so there is missing of data. It may happen, but this technique allows us to handle the data despite if the series is missing some data also. And at the same time, the series also has no distributional assumption. That means it does not assume that the distribution should be normally distributed. So it works irrespective of statistical distribution. So that here I have written the formula here. The Mann-Kendall test is described by this S, and here we have signum function. So essentially what it means is that for every variable, that is, for example, when I take monthly or January temperature, for example, for 1969, then 1970 January temperature will be compared with 69, and it will check whether 70s temperature is higher than 60s. If it is higher, then it will be denoted 1. And if it is, let's say, lower, then it will be denoted 1. So this formula calculates in such a way that we can detect monotonic trends here. And the findings are again tested for statistical significance for larger samples, like in my case, the total period, study period is 1969 to 2018. So it covers almost almost 50 years. So for larger samples, we test the result for statistical significance by using a z-test. So the formula here, it is given here. So data that I have acquired is quality control meteorological data spanning from 1969 to 2018, and it was procured from National Data Center Pune for Imphal Station, and the analysis of rainfall and temperature was performed on monthly, seasonal, and annual basis for the entire period, as well as in two other periods, like by dividing the entire period into two halves, to 1969 to 1993, 1994 to 2018. And for temperature, maximum, minimum, and mean condition trends were also analyzed. So these are the results. Essentially, this what I want to highlight is that the trends were also quantified by using SEN slope detector. So that quantified numbers are given in this table. So the bold numbers here, this is monthly rainfall trend. Both are statistically significant numbers. So here we can see that for monthly rainfall trends, January, February, for 12 months, when analyzed in 3 time periods, for the entire period here, for the two halves here, we can see that only 2 numbers here, that is May for 1969 to 2018 is statistically significant. That means it is having positive numbers, positive trend of almost 2.17 mm for every year for May. And for the second period, that is 69 to 1993, there is another positive trend. And in November also there is a trend. But overall, what we can conclude from monthly rainfall trend here is that although there are variation in terms of trends here, but only 3 figures are statistically significant. This is important here. So then another result is annual and seasonal trend. Again, here also annual, we can see the seasonal annual trend, although there are variation, most of them are positive figures here, but they are not, and some they are not statistically significant. Whereas in pre-monsoon season, there is a statistically significant trend here for the second period, that is 69 to 1993. So overall, what we can say is for rainfall, the trend is presenting not a very clear picture. That means overall there is not a clear-cut trend in the rainfall, either in terms of monthly, annual, or seasonal rainfall in the station that I have chosen. Whereas when we check the monthly temperature trends, then one can find that most of the figures in all of the time period, particularly this overall period, entire period, 1969 to 2018, most of them are bold here. So bold indicates the statistically significant at 0.05 alpha level. So in terms of temperature, either in maximum also, my maximum temperature also, most of the months here are having positive trends. And in terms of minimum also for the entire study period, maximum number of months have witnessed positive trend. Although the trend, the magnitude itself is not large, but then there is positive trend. And in terms of mean also, almost all months for the entire study period is witnessing a statistically significant positive trend. So in the case of the middle time period, there is not a single figure here which is in bold. That means none of these figures are statistically significant. Whereas the last period here, it presents a mixed picture. So in terms of monthly temperature, what one can conclude here is that for the entire period, most of the temperature, either maximum, minimum, or mean, there is overall a positive trend. And in terms of annual and seasonal temperature, for the entire period, again, we can see that for the annual also, maximum, minimum, and mean temperature is witnessing a positive, statistically positive, significant trend. Pre-monsoon also, monsoon period also, post-monsoon and winter. And for minimum, the winter, interestingly, is not witnessing a statistically significant positive trend. This is interesting. Otherwise, people usually say that with global warming, winter minimum temperature should rise. But here, my data and the result is contradicting the overall observation across other studies. So in conclusion, what I want to say is that local climate changes accumulate to produce global climate change, and this study has demonstrated that there is no clear-cut pattern to climate trends in local climate, as rainfall and temperature exhibited varied trends across space and time. So for Imphal Valley, rainfall trends are less visible compared to temperature, with mean temperature of almost all months registering statistically significant positive trends for the entire study period. The findings support the notion for a multi-scale approach to climate study by making use of localized empirical data to produce results relevant to local decision making. This is what I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Abuja Mangalam Singh. So thank you for your presentation on a really good paper. So now,
shall I stop sharing?
Yeah, please
sure,
do that, Mangalam,
sure.
please. And congratulations, Mangalam. It was quite a comprehensive presentation, and very nicely, you have presented your objectives. Methodology were quite precise. So that was the best part. I think Jana sir would agree with me that it was quite a precise presentation.
Sure. Yeah,
thank you.
It's a good. I mean, the work is also excellent work.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very
excellent
much.
work.
So we can call again
Hello.
who have been left initially.
Excuse me, sir. There are two more participants who want to present their research paper here. One is Pavitra Joshi and another is Sri Nagesh B.
Yeah, Sri Nagesh ji. Sri Nagesh ji has
Sri
already
Nagesh ji,
talked
good
to me.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Allow both of them.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you,
no, I mean, those who have been left, Irshad Loan is present here. Irshad Loan?
Yes, sir. He is here.
Irshad Loan. So, can we call
Yeah, now
Irshad
he's
Loan?
present.
Yeah. Irshad Loan? Hello?
Irshad, you are there in the list. Would you like to present your paper now? Irshad, are you here? Can you hear us? I think, sir, might be some technical problem is there. We can't hear his voice, but he's present in the participant list.
We can call Professor B. Srinagesh.
Yeah.
Srinagesh ji. Hello. Professor B. Srinagesh. अरे भाई साहब आप कहाँ गए?
नहीं ये टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम होगा उनका भी.
So then we can call next one. I mean,
Sir, Pavitra Joshi. Sir,
Pavitra Joshi, you can present. Then we can call again.
हाँ पवित्रा आप शेयर करिए, मैं नागेश सर से कांटेक्ट करती हूँ अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो.
जी मैम.
Yeah, Pavitra Joshi. You start your presentation, only objective, methodology and findings.
Okay, sir. First of all, I want to say something that being disabled doesn't mean being disqualified from having access to every aspect of life. Now, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pavitra Joshi, and I am student of Dayal Singh College, University of Delhi. Today, I feel very glad to be to stand in front of you all through this virtual platform to present my research paper on Ecom Fest and its impact on our society and to ensure equal opportunities for sustainable development. Now I would like to share my screen with you all. Just wait a minute. Yeah. I have prepared this under the surveillance of Dr. Abhay Shankar Prasad, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, Dayal Singh College, University of Delhi. So let's get started. I had shared a PPT with you all. Please take a look at it. Hope you all like it. So this is the title of my research work, Ecom Fest and its impact on our society and ensure equal opportunities for sustainable development goals. Now, now I would like to share this screen in front of you all, in which I have shared that what the Ecom Fest stands for. So Fest, as you all know, is a day, or I can say a period of celebration. But the word that come prior to it is Ecom. So what Ecom stands for? Ecom is Entrepreneurship, Knowledge, Awareness, and Marketing Fest, and it was organized by National Handicap Finance Development Corporation under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it acts as a company not for profit, and thus it finances, it provides financial assistance to differently able persons for their economic rehabilitation, and it also do organize various fests to encourage various sections of our society so that they can follow their interest areas and work upon it. Okay, so in next slide, I would like to show you the study area of this research work. So first of all, I would like to tell you that that this Ecom Fest was organized from 2nd March to 9th March 2020 at the State Emporia Complex, which is in Central Delhi. And Delhi, as you all know, that Delhi is the capital of India. And various politicians were gathered there to encourage the Divyangjans or differently able people of our society. In the next, I would like to show you the research problem. So we all know that what the research problem is, but generally, as I will say that there was no research problem. But when I entered the every particular stall, I get to know that people were having sale problem because the staff was very cooperative, but the people that were coming there were having a problem that they thought that that every material that is being shown on the stall is handmade, so it would be expensive and it would be out of our reach. So people were not getting there, not going there, and were buying the things. But I would like to say that people should go there and interact with them, the presenters, because the differently able people were being invited from all over the India. So people should go and interact with them so that they will get encouraged. In the next slide, I would want to show you the various challenges faced by disabled people. So not only in some particular area, not only in our country, India, but in various parts of the world, there are a huge population of disabled, and regularly they are facing various problems like health, education, employment, accessibility, discrimination, and social exclusion. That many times such situation occur that they feel alienated from other society, and inadequate data and statistics, which results in poor implementation of policies and schemes. Next is the purpose of study. So the purpose of study is that to visit and to analyze the whole fest, to analyze the problems that were being arising there, and what I gathered from there is a lot of experience, and also to know that what they expect, that what would be the outcome of all of the fairs for their development, and also to know that from where all of the peoples have visited from all over the country, and such other points. In the next slide, I would like to show you the objectives of the research work. So there were 4 objectives. First was to assess and analyze the fest and its impact on handicapped population. Next is to analyze the limitations and potential of Ecom Fest in socio-economic development. And the other one is to analyze the government and non-government initiatives against the handicapped people and the impact of the fest on their development. And the last objective is to suggest the organization and management of more such fests for the welfare of and growth of the handicapped people. In the next slide, I would like to show you the aims of Ecom Fest. As you all can see it on your screen, so please just take a look at it. But what I want to share with you all is that these aims were being fulfilled as the whole fest was flourished with an aroma of encouragement, which made every differently able people feel very confident about their interest area. But as I entered there in that fest, I felt that aroma of encouragement. So I am so damn I am so much confident that all of the Divyangjans that were being entered there were fully get encouraged from that. Next, there were various initiatives that were launched during the fest. First was the NHFDC Swavlamban Kendra (NSK). This Swavlamban Kendra is being financed by NHFDC, and it is an initiative taken by NHFDC to establish various micro skill training programs that were being owned by PWD, and through these programs, various PWD, or I would say differently able people, will get various training, skill development trainings, which will prove as a profit for in their coming future. Next is safe cabs in Delhi and Indore. Delhi is the capital of India, and Indore is a very famous city of India. And NHFDC has made an arrangement with Sakha cabs in which a PWD will own the commercial vehicles, and women would be put as the driver of those commercial vehicles, so that the other women's, the physically challenged peoples, and the children, and the senior citizens of our society will feel safe while they are traveling from one place to another. And next is safe drinking water. So NHFDC has financed e-carts fitted with RO water dispensing vending machines, and these carts will distribute water in a paper cup, and which also replaces the plastic paper cups, and it also results in less destruction towards our environment, and it also fulfills the sustainable development goal that less destruction to the environment, and this will also prove as a very profitable step towards our society. Next is what the impacts of the fest on disabled people. So the impact was very positive, as every individual that was being invited there get fully encouraged from that fest. So such more fest should be organized, so that they will get more encouragement from our society. Next is what were the strategies to empower disabled. So as you can see on your screen that there are various strategies. So all these strategies should be maintained on the ground level, and also being updated from time to time. But due to various middle factors, they are not getting to that much level. So government and the higher authorities, also to the citizens of our country, should take a look at it, and should present their vital step toward the accomplishment of all of these strategies towards the welfare of differently able people. Next, management of fest. So management of fest was very smartly managed, the whole fest. As when I entered the Ecom fest, there were many stalls, and the same type of stall, like food stall, were being placed at the same place, and the other art and craft stalls were being placed at the other side. Sorry. So such stalls were being placed. Various groups were being made to manage the whole Ecom fest. Next is various government and non-government initiatives were being placed. Here you can see on your screen that please give me 2 seconds. First is Family of Disabled. Next is Tender Heart, and the other one is Cherry Blossom Society Center for Children with Special Needs. You all can see on your screen that these three were non-government initiatives, which we say these were NGOs. And the next, Manav Vikas Sanstha, Vision Special School, and National Institute for Empowerment of Persons with Visual Disabilities. These are government institutions. And all of these have worked as a backbone, as a backbone for the whole Ecom Fest. And without these government and non-government steps, this fest would prove a little bit impossible. Next, I would like to connect this fest towards the Sustainable Development Goal. So you all can see it on your screen, but due to shortage of time, I just want to give you a conclusion of this slide. Like, I have seen various sustainable development goals being fulfilled, such as there was a stall at the fest which distributes food in less price. This step provides food with help, which helps to eradicate hunger of many people. This step helps to achieve second goal of sustainable development, which is zero hunger. Next is by providing healthy food like kadhi chawal, chole chawal, salad, roti, etc. gave rise to accomplishment.
Pavitra, you wind up.
Sir, please give me two more seconds. I will come to the conclusion. So there were various other sustainable development goals that were being fulfilled. Next, I would like to show you some of the examples of strong disabled personalities. This is for those people who thought that differently able persons are are not made for encouraging our society, but these are the various examples, like and they don't even want any introduction, like Stephen Hawking, Helen Keller, Albert Einstein, Bharat Kumar, Sudha Chandran, and Arunima Sinha. Next, I would like to conclude the whole by saying that NHFDC has made a wonderful move by organizing Ecom Fest to strengthen backbone of every differently able person of our society. And our present Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Damodar Das Modi, has played a vital role for placing the and rising the status of every differently able person by telling people to say instead of saying disabled, which means in Hindi Viklang, to say differently able person, which means Divyang. And this has played a vital role in rising the position of every disabled people. At the last, I would take 1 more minute to share my experience, please. I would like to take a minute to share my experience. While I done all this work, I was set to do a research work from suggestion of my family. I visited in the fest and tried to explore the whole fest. I would like to thank Dr. Abhay Shankar Prasad and my family to support me while doing this research work, because without their motivation, it would be impossible to be in front of you all for presenting this research work. And I ensured that this experience that I have gained during the research work would help me whenever in future I have to deal with any differently able person or anything that is being related to this research work. At last, I would like to thank you all for listening to me and giving me this precious time to present my research work. If any question arises in your mind, then please ask me.
Okay, thank you, Pavitra.
If not, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me such a precious time.
Yeah, thank you. You have explored new thing and presented very nicely.
Thank you very much, sir. This means a lot to me.
Yeah. So, Professor B. Srinagesh? Professor B. Srinagesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Oh, he's here.
Srinagesh, भाई
Sorry,
साहब
sir.
आप
Sorry,
शुरू
sir.
आप शुरू
Actually, I
कीजिए.
was. Acha, I hope no other person is there, sir.
Hey, you can take time, no problem.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we were waiting for you, Srinagesh, sir. In fact, I had messaged you on WhatsApp
Our
also.
friend
Acha, I did say.
Nagralji here.
Oh yes, sir. I said hello to him, sir. Actually, I was in a valedictory program of our one week program, madam. So that's why I was unable to get back to you.
Srinagesh, sir, is always busy with something or the other.
So shall I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
So is it visible, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, it's visible.
Yeah.
You click on presentation view.
Now, sir?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah. It is
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers, first of all, because they have been very accommodative in what do you call in giving me the opportunity to present at my convenient time. Because yesterday I missed it due to some technical problem, but fortunately I am here today, and I really happy that I am with Jana sir and Nagrale sir and Amrita Bajaj madam, because we have a special bonding. So I'm really happy that you people are here and I'm presenting my paper. Friends, at the outset, I thank the one and all. So my paper is on accessibility to drinking water facilities in rural areas of Rangareddy district, Telangana, a study of select villages. So here I have actually, we all know that water has been a persistent, persistent problem in India. It is the availability of rural drinking water. Because why I have taken rural drinking water is that we all know that even today we do not have access to clean drinking water, which usually is seen as a largely as a responsibility of the government, because the resource is as such that it is not readily available, and it has to be uh, sustained for longer period of time. So here the availability and accessibility of drinking water to rural households has definitely has increased over the past few decades, but the partly due to the efforts of the government as well as the rise in the people's incomes, because we have been seeing that wherever, even in remote part of the villages, we have the bottled drinking water. So this for the reason for taking this topic is that uh, the Rangareddy district has with I mean it has the second place with 72% of access to drinking water in Telangana, and it is the district wherein uh, it has the catchment area. I would like to say the catchment area of city of Hyderabad, where the water resource of Rangareddy district uh, gives supplies water to Secunderabad and Hyderabad, two twin cities of Hyderabad. So it is catering to the needs of the capital city of Telangana, as well as it has to cater to the needs of its own district. So here there is a in spite of having that 72% of access to drinking water, there is a sharp difference between the disparity between the urban and rural district of Rangareddy district, wherein the rural district, though they have water supply, but not to the what is expected. And if we see, here we have taken three villages. One is Pargi, which is one of the most backward area of Rangareddy district. It has only just about 26% of the households of access to drinking water, and whereas Tandur has access to about 34% of the households. So here the issue is that why the what do you call sorry the objective is to study the access to drinking water facility in the select villages, and to study the provision of access to water for individual households. So here we have taken the data from both the secondary and primary sources, and we have collected the samples from the field. Based on that, the availability of water, is it suitable to drinking or not, because all the villages are not does not have the tapped or piped water supply, and whatever by wells or bore wells or tubes, etc., they have to be assessed, and they have to be checked with the water quality parameters, so that they are not risking their lives with various carcinogenic elements in that. So here, when we talk about the geomorphology of the area, it is mainly what do you call, the district has residual hills, plateaus, pediment insoluble complex, pediplains and floodplains, because here the river Musi and Musa. I mean, these are the two streams where they flow through the district of Rangareddy. So this is the geomorphological map of Telangana as well as the Rangareddy district, and this is the DEM elevation where we can see the dark patch here, which lies the part of Pargi and Rangareddy, Tandur district. So this is the lineament where we find the aquifers and the storage of underground water, and the district, as I said, that reservoirs, the two reservoirs, that Usman Sagar and Himat Sagar, they make the major river as Musi and Musa and Musi and Musa. And apart from that, we have Kagna river, which originates in Vikarabad Mandal and drains the Vikarabad and Thandur. But still, Thandur area has the most what do you call the backward in terms, or we can say the arid region, because basically it falls in the rain shadow area of the western what do you call western southwest monsoon. So these are the basically the water bodies of Telangana and Rangareddy district, and these are the water bodies of first to third stream order in Telangana, as well as the fourth to eighth stream water body order. So these are the wells in Telangana 2018 and 19. These are 2 years which we have taken. So when we talk about the depth range and yield range of basalts and granitic terrain, because the Telangana being the rocky structure, we have different depth ranges for water, and we see that it ranges up to 200 meters as well. So here the different types of basalts and granite which are there, they yield this kind. I mean, the yield range varies from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and more than 5. So when we talk about the groundwater, as we have said that it has a different depth levels have been observed at various observation, and we have taken about 84 observation wells over 4 times in a year, spread all over the district, because as we have seen that the groundwater levels across the Telangana, the rainwater which is there during the month of May 2018, and this red patch which you see here, we have more of what you call, if you see this region, basically it is the Rangareddy district.
Nagesh ji,
Sir.
Please try to wind up because they have another session.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes, sir. So
Yeah.
this is about 18 May and August, that is pre and post monsoon. Then we have, this is the district departure wise and the rainfall normal departure, and this is the what you call the Rangareddy district groundwater of May and August 2018. And then we have this 2019. You can see the difference between the August and pre and post monsoon variation, and this is the October 2020, wherein the entire groundwater of Telangana region has been recharged, except the red patch which is there down. It is the Tandur region of Rangareddy district. So in spite of so much of rainfall, this region is still having so much of what you call problem. So here we have observed that there are overexploited regions, that is 4 mandals as semi-critical, and rest of them are considered as safe. So the water bodies which are there, I mean, the usage of water has been very erratic, and the people have been using approximately what we call at their wish. And here the chemical constant which have been, then we have studied at different villages, that is Pargi, Shankarpalli and Tandur, and these are the depth variation between 18 and 19, and these are the sources of drinking water as per the I mean the type of supply they get it. And here we have seen that the water density across the Rangareddy district, and if I see, this region forms the Tandur, Shankarpalli and Pargi region, wherein we have the less, that is 0 to 0.11 density of water. And here when we talk about the constant chemical groundwater in the study area, we have the highest calcium content and total hardness both in Pargi and Tandur. Whereas in Chengarpalli it is less compared to this because it has more freshwater analysis. So here when we concluded that the potential water zones which have encountered the depth of 70 to 150 meters and beyond this depth, potential fractures are occurring, but they are rare as we see in our lineament structure. So here the need is that the exploring the possibilities of diversion of surface water through canals and pipes for filling up existing dried up tanks in overlaid exploited mandals is the need of the hour. And then comes the relocation of tanks and farms which have been already in vogue, and the contour bunding has to be created, and construction of artificial recharge structure should be taken up on the watershed basis and designed for 50% of non-committed runoff so as to not to deprive the downstream watershed, because this forms the major catchment area for the two water bodies, that is Usman Sagar and Himayat Sagar. So these are the in safe mandals where we have seen that the artificial recharge to groundwater should go hand in hand, and with groundwater development, further development of groundwater should be restricted up to a depth of 100 meter to avoid failures of bore wells. So these are some of the my observations, and I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to uh, 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 present my paper. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Srinagesh ji, for presenting your paper in time. Suman Badula ji, is there any time for question answer session? No.
Sir,
No, sir.
another session is
Actually,
waiting. There is another session,
yeah,
sir.
sir, it's time.
Oh,
Sorry,
so
sir.
then,
Sir, can I take a few minutes to thank you?
Yeah, I think, sir, ma'am.
Sure, sir. Sure, ma'am.
so I will request Birendra Nagrale ji to say few words about this session, followed by
Thank you.
Amrita Bajaj ji.
Thank you, sir. I
Yeah.
will take only 2 minutes. So I thank you, organizing secretary and committee member, to participate in such great conference. Actually, most of the session conducted by Professor Jana and Bajaj ma'am because of some technical problem. But what a paper presented was very nice. Even that Pavitra Joshi, she very well explained, and all other papers also. And lastly, our dear Professor Sri Nagesh sir, always ready to present whenever he is busy, but he has to. So thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Organizing
Thank you.
Secretary Jana sir, Amrita Bajaj madam, and moderator.
You are most welcome, Nagrale ji. And then few words
Thank you, Nagar sir.
Few words by Dr. Amrita Bajaj. Hello.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Uh.
And again, sir. So I congratulate the organizer, especially Bhavar, because junior, how wonderfully he has organized this conference. I congratulate all the coordinators for this particular event, especially the session. My sincere thanks to our chairperson, Jana sir. He has always been our wonderful colleague to coordinate with on many events. And the participants, they have really done wonderfully. There were some of the research which were underway and haven't been completed. But yes, of course, we can see that right from PhD level up to the graduate level, people do have a lot of interest in the research, and they're putting a hard effort, especially motivated by their family and teachers to do so. So looking at all these aspects, I think it's really a good sign for the research facilities in India. And it was delight to hear work of Professor Sri Nagesh, who's always been a busy person but a wonderful researcher. And I once again congratulate and thanks everybody for this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Amrita ji. I have nothing to say more because there is constant of time. I mean, out of 15 paper, only 5 and another 7 papers have been presented here of diversifying color. and thanks to all the paper presenters. Sorry that we are not, I mean, which we have committed that we will have a question answer session, but due to time constraint, we are not organizing this question answer session. And thanks to the organizer, Professor Sadhana Kothari ji and moderator Suman Badola ji. So please post 2-3 snapshot in
Sure,
this
sir. Sure, sir.
WhatsApp group.
Sure,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, we can have a group photograph, sir, right now, maybe with the participants if they are there, and the coordinators, the lovely coordinators who have worked so hard, for this event. We would definitely like to have a photo with them.
Yeah, sure.
So all
Thank
the
you very much,
participants
ma'am.
and coordinators,
Thank you
kindly
very much,
please on your video, switch on your video so that a group photograph can be
Please
there.
put on your video so that they can
Thank
take a snapshot.
I thank Nagrale
you,
sir
sir.
and Jana sir and Amrita madam, because you know my position and you have given me an opportunity
Hey, you are the
to
busiest
present.
person in India, bhai sahab.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
You
I
take a
would like to
snapshot. Yeah.
thank the chairperson, NC Jana sir and Amrita ma'am and Virendraji Naglea sir for the giving such a precious time to this session, and very well conducted and very well presented by the participants. So from the organizers, we are बहुत ही ज्यादा हम थैंकफुल, आपके लिए धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं और आप लोगों ने इतना समय दिया.
आपको भी धन्यवाद देते हैं.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.